Mr. Green?
Yes.
Please sit down. Haven't we met before?
Yes. I think our children go to the same school.
Ah, yes, of course, that's right. Cunningham Comprehensive. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, I have one or two questions about my job.
Hello. Today's unit begins the fourth cycle of the themes. And today's unit is the fourth cycle in the theme about you. But better, let's see what Francis Matthews says about this.
Hello. Haven't we met before? You remember me. I'm Francis Matthews. What's your name? Where do you live? Where did you go to school? Today's program will tell you how to ask and answer those questions. For example, when you talk to someone about a new job.
Pra, ashtu sikur se e vutre edhe nga fjalët e Francis Matthews, sot ne do të mësojmë të japim të dhëna të tjera përveç atyre që kemi mësuar rreth vetes tonë. Në dialogun e mëposhtëm, Linda Miller na jep mjaft të dhëna për veten e saj. Ajo fillon me një shprehje të tillë, pasi bën prezantimin e emrit dhe mbiemrit, me I'm single. I'm single. Jam e pamartuar. Gjithashtu, ajo thot, I live in a flat with two other girls. I live in a flat with two other girls. Banoj në një apartament me dy shoqe të tjera. Pra, flat do të thot apartament.
I'm single and I live in a flat with two other girls.
Një edhën tjetër që jep Linda për veten e saj është I went to Berrywood School. I went to Berrywood School. Kam ndjekur shkollën e Berrywoodit, do ta përkthenim ne në gjuhën shqipe. Pra, shprehja go to plus a place do të thot ndjek. Kështu do të kemi I go to school. I go to school. Ndjek shkollën. Ose I go to university. I go to university. Ndjek universitetin e tjera.
I went to Berrywood School. Then I did a course to become a secretary.
Pra, si që ndoqet edhe nëpërmjet kësaj sekuence të shkurtër të filmit, ju votre se Linda vazhdon të jap të dhëna për veten e saj. Dhe ajo thot, Then I did a course to become a secretary. Then I did a course to become a secretary. Pastaj ndoqa një kurs për të bërë sekretare. Pra, shpreja do a course. Do a course. Do të thot ndjek një kurs.
Until 1975. I was there from 1968 to 1975.
Until 1975. Until 1975. Deri më 1975. Pra, until përkthehet deri më. Vini re gjithashtu edhe lokucionin from to. From to, që do thot prej nga deri më. Linda thot from 1968 to 1975. From 1968 to 1975. Pra, që nga 1968 deri më 1975.
Ah, yes. And what exams did you take, Linda?
6 O-levels and 2 A-levels. English and geography at A-level.
Si që vutre, shpreja që përdor Janet, pra bashkëbisedusja e Linda Millerit, është take an exam. take an exam, që është formë e shkurtuar e take an examination. Jap një provim, marr një provim, do të thoshim gjithashtu. You can also sit an exam. Sit an exam. Jep një provim, which you then pass or fail. Pass or fail. E merr apo nuk e merr. Gjithashtu, në film ju vutre edhe shprehjen që thot Linda O-level and A-level. Në Angli, nxënësit japin provim në moshën 15 vjeçare dhe këto lloj provimesh quhen O-level ose ordinary level, niveli mesatar i zakonshëm. Dhe në moshën 17-18 vjeçare japin përsëri provime dhe këto quhen A-level ose advanced level. Dhe pastaj bëhet pranimi për në universitet.
Good morning.
Oh, good. Come in, come in. Please, sit down.
Thanks.
Good morning, Miss...
Miller. Linda Miller.
Ah, yes, Linda Miller. I'm Janet Baker, and this is...
Mr. Jones. I'm Mr. Jones.
Hello.
All right, Linda. Tell us something about yourself, please.
Well, my name is Linda Miller. I'm 23 years old, and I live at 39 Hilltop Avenue, Surbiton. My telephone number is 398-0761.
Very good.
I'm single, and I live in a flat with 2 other girls. I went to Berrywood School. Then I did a course to become a secretary.
Very good. Very good indeed.
You went to Berrywood School until...
Until 1975. I was there from 1968 to 1975.
Ah, yes. And what exams did you take, Linda?
6 O-levels and 2 A-levels. English and geography at A-level.
2 advanced levels. That's wonderful.
I see. And then the course for secretaries.
Yes, and I've been a secretary for 4 years. I used to work for Johnson Brothers. I'm working for Wilson's at the moment.
Very good. Wonderful.
Yes, I thought you'd say that. All right then, Linda. Welcome to the company. You'll have to take a course for 6 months. The next course is beginning in a month's time. You can start then.
Oh, thank you. That's wonderful.
We'll meet again, Linda. I'm helping with the course.
Good.
Good.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Linda.
A wonderful girl. Very good indeed.
Yes, so you said.
Oh, did I?
Oh, excuse me. Uncle David. I forgot to tell you. Mum said that she's expecting you and Aunt Betty for lunch on Sunday. Okay?
Yes, thanks, Miss, thanks, Linda.
Bye.
Uncle David, really?
Yes, yes, but she is a nice girl and she'll be a good shop manager.
Of course. Very good. Wonderful.
I've been a secretary for 4 years. I used to work for Johnson Brothers.
Now, you're an engineer, Mr. Green?
Yes, that's right. I've been an electrical engineer for 4 years.
I've been an electrical engineer for 4 years. I've been an electrical engineer for 4 years. Kam punuar si inxhinier elektrik për 4 vjet.
I've been an electrical engineer for 4 years.
Where are you working now?
Well, I'm working for Robinson's at the moment.
I'm working for Robinsons at the moment. I'm working for Robinsons at the moment. Tani për tani, po punoj për Robinsonët. Vini re se shpreja at the moment përdoret me present continuous tense.
Working for Robinsons at the moment.
You used to work for Johnson Brothers.
Yes, that's right.
Yes, that's right. Yes, that's right. Po, tamam ashtu. Pikërisht ashtu është.
That's right.
Now tell me, do you speak French or German?
Well, I'm learning French.
Ah, good. Because there's a very good job here which requires a minimal knowledge of French.
There's a very good job which requires a minimum knowledge of French. There's a very good job which requires a minimum knowledge of French. There's a very good job which requires a minimum knowledge of French. Ka një vend të mirë pune që kërkon njohuri fillestare në frëngjisht.
Because there's a very good job here which requires a minimal knowledge of French.
Dhe tani, përpara se të kalojmë në pjesën tjetër të mësimit për sot, do të mësojmë se si të japim identitetin ton, për shembull kur duam të plotësojmë një dokument. The form reads. Dokumenti lexon. And on the other side, the question and the answer. Në krahun tjetër, pyetja dhe përgjigja. Nationality. Nationality. Kombësia. Where are you from? Where do you come from? Të dyja këto pyetje përkthehen në gjuhën shqipe nga jeni. Përgjigja: I'm from Albania. I'm from Albania. Jam nga Shqipëria. Place of birth. Place of birth. Vendlindja. Where were you born? Where were you born? Ku keni lindur? I was born in Tirana, Albania. I was born in Tirana, Albania. Kam lindur në Tiranë, Shqipëri. Date of birth. Date of birth. Datëlindja. When were you born? When were you born? Kur keni lindur? I was born on February the 13th, 1952. Kam lindur në 13 shkurt 1952. Marital status. Marital status. Gjendja civile. Are you married or single? I martuar apo I pamartuar? I am married or single. Jam I martuar apo I pamartuar. Dhe tani të kalojmë në pjesën tjetër të mësimit për sot. Si të shprehim një veprim të cilin e kemi kryer dikur në të kaluarën dhe nuk e kryejmë më. Në gjuhën angleze kemi një shprehje të cilën nuk e gjejmë në gjuhën shqipe. Dhe pikërisht used to, used to. Në dialogun ton na del në fjali I used to live in Kingston. I used to live in Kingston, which means I lived there once, but I do not live there anymore. Që të thot, kam banuar dikur atje, por nuk banoj më. Në gjuhën shqipe do ta të përkthenim vetëm kam banuar në Kingston. Vini re se shpreha used to, gjatë zgjedhimit të saj, mbetet e pandryshuar në të gjitha vetat. Prandaj, në mënyrë përmbledhëse mund ta jepnim tabela tregon foljen në formën pohore, pyetëse dhe mohore. Affirmative. I used to live in Tirana. I used to drink tea. I used to work in an office. Interrogative. Did I used to live in Tirana? Did I used to drink tea? Did I used to work in an office? A negative. I didn't used to live in Tirana. I didn't used to drink tea. I didn't used to work in an office.
Hello, it's me, Linda.
Come in, dear. Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, dear. How are you? How's the new job?
Oh, it's very interesting. In fact, I've had a very good week. I've got a new job and a new boyfriend.
Oh?
Yes, his name's John. He came over to me on the first day and said, "Haven't we met before?"
Funny. Someone said that to me the other day.
Really?
Yes, at the club. Last Tuesday it was, at the Old People's Club. Bye, Mabel. See you next week.
Hello.
Hello.
Haven't we met before somewhere?
I don't know. Have we?
I'm Harry Roberts. I used to live in Kingston, in Summer Road, the house on the corner.
Kingston? I used to live there.
I knew it.
But that was 50 years ago. You knew me then?
Yes. But your name wasn't Miller. It was Johnson.
Yes, I was Ethel Johnson.
You haven't changed much.
What, in 50 years?
I knew it was you.
Wait a minute. Harry Roberts. Of course. You gave me some flowers one day.
That's right. But you already had a boyfriend.
That was Tom. We got married in 1934. But I'm a widow now. Of course, I've got 2 sons and a daughter, all married, and 6 grandchildren.
Ethel Johnson. After all these years.
Years aren't important, Harry. We're as young as we want to be. I enjoy life.
And now, the last part of our program for today. How to say what we are learning, that is the subjects, and what we are learning to do. Pra, do të mësojmë të themi se çfarë lënde po mësojmë dhe çfarë po mësojmë të bëjmë. Për shembull, I'm learning French or I'm learning English. Po mësoj frëngjishten, po mësoj anglishten. Gjithashtu, ne mund të themi I'm doing a course in French. I'm doing a course in French. Po ndjek një kurs për frëngjishten. Ndërsa, kur themi po mësoj të bëj diçka, atëherë përdorim modelin I'm learning plus to plus verb. I'm learning plus to plus verb. For example, I'm learning to type. I'm learning to type. Po mësoj daktilografin, po mësoj pra makinën daktilografike, do ta përkthenim në gjuhën shqipe. Kur ndahet me gjyshen e saj, Linda përdor një shprehje. Bye, see you next week. Bye, see you next week. Miru pafshim javës tjetër. Kjo formulë përshëndetje mund të përdoret see you or see you again next week. See you tomorrow. See you on Saturday.
Do you go to any classes?
Classes?
Yes. I'm learning French. It's always a good idea to start something new, Harry. It's always a good idea to start something new. That's what I told him, Linda.
Quite right, Gran.
And he agreed. So he's going to come to the French classes too.
So we're all starting something new.
That's right.
I must go, I'm afraid. Thanks for the tea.
All right, dear. Bye.
Bye. See you next week.
See you next week. I'm learning French.
I must go, I'm afraid. See you next week. Hello, it's me, Linda.
Come in, dear. Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, dear. How are you? How's the new job?
Oh, it's very interesting. In fact, I've had a very good week. I've got a new job and a new boyfriend.
Oh?
Yes, his name's John. He came over to me on the first day and said, "Haven't we met before?"
Funny. Someone said that to me the other day.
Really?
Yes, at the club. Last Tuesday it was, at the Old People's Club. Bye, Mabel. See you next week.
Hello.
Hello.
Haven't we met before somewhere?
I don't know. Have we?
I'm Harry Roberts. I used to live in Kingston, in Summer Road, the house on the corner.
Kingston? I used to live there.
I knew it.
But that was 50 years ago. You knew me then?
Yes. But your name wasn't Miller. It was Johnson.
Yes, I was Ethel Johnson.
You haven't changed much.
What, in 50 years?
I knew it was you.
Wait a minute. Harry Roberts. Of course. You gave me some flowers one day.
That's right. But you already had a boyfriend.
That was Tom. We got married in 1934. But I'm a widow now. Of course, I've got 2 sons and a daughter, all married, and 6 grandchildren.
Ethel Johnson. After all these years.
Years aren't important, Harry. We're as young as we want to be. I enjoy life. Do you go to any classes?
Classes?
Yes. I'm learning French. It's always a good idea to start something new, Harry.
And now it's time to remind you of what we learned today. I've been a secretary for 4 years. I used to work for Johnson Brothers. I'm learning French. I must go, I'm afraid. See you next week. See you next week.
And with this we say bye. See you next Monday.
we met before? Haven't we met before? Block of flats. Block of flats. In the center of... To do a course for... To take an exam. To take an exam. She married Tom. She married Tom. Interview. Interview. Do you go to school? Do you go to school? Tell us about yourself. Tell us about yourself. I'm single. I'm single. I'm married. I'm married. See you next week. See you next week.